Greetings. Welcome to another episode of the Insightful Living Channel with myself, Stephen Harvey, licensed therapist. Just comes on here to share about a myriad of topics, challenges, obstacles that my clients face. Okay. I work with couples, individuals, adolescents. The agency that I currently partner with and run my practice through is Help to Adjust. Feel free to go to the website helptoadjust.com. You can also check out my profile on psychologytoday.com. Today, I'm going to address a question that often arises with my clients and just people, honestly, people that I interact with sometimes. And, you know, and even sometimes on social media, right? I see this question come up. And the question is, why should I get married, right? Really generally coming from men, all right, who say that, hey, if I give a woman my word and say that, hey, you're my woman, and you say I'm your man, and we say we're together, that's it. Why do we need to go to the courts? Why do we need to go to the government? Why do we need to go through that whole legal process, right? Paperwork process to solidify our relationship? Hey, isn't my word good enough? Okay. Excuse me. So I hear this question a lot, right? And so I just want to give some context to it, hopefully give some insight and understanding to answering this question of why the need or the necessity for marriage as opposed to just coming with a verbal commitment that two people are together. Okay. So I would basically, whoever has that question, right? I would ask, well, why do you sign paperwork and contracts for any other transaction you do, right? Business transaction, whether it be purchasing real estate, right? You go into a partnership agreement, a business partnership agreement with someone. Why do you sign contracts? All right. In any capacity, even if it's a job, right? You sign paperwork if you get hired for a job. Okay. Why? Why, like, what is the purpose? Because if you don't want to sign paperwork to commit to your partner, say, hey, we are one entity. Okay. Why do you sign paperwork with anything else? Okay. Typically, see, we got to also understand that there is a business financial component to marriage or a relationship. When you look at someone and you say, hey, you're my woman or you're my man, we're together, we're going to do life together. That also includes the money, right? The finances. Okay. A lot of times, just giving an example, if a man commits to a woman or, two people commit together and say that woman says, hey, you know what? That woman uh, bases or plans her life around that man's word that he is willing to take her in and they're just going to do life together, right? That's a major commitment. Okay. So you don't want to just be basing your whole life around someone's word and they can just up and leave and change at the drop of a dime, so to speak, with no strings attached and just kind of leave you high and dry. Like, come on, right? That's a terrible way of doing business. Okay, so just think about it. Like, if you're going to say, hey, why do we need the marriage? Then I would say, well, why do you need paperwork on anything you do? Why do you need paperwork on, your job? Why do you need paperwork on your rental lease or your home mortgage? Why do you need paperwork on any business transaction that you do? Why? You know why? Because if the paperwork component binds, it kind of is a sealant around the agreement made at the time. We all know that sometimes people have what they call selective amnesia. Things can change. And then when things change, someone may come back and say, oh, I never said that. Oh, no, 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 no. You got it wrong. I never committed to that, right? People can, feelings are fleeting. Like they vacillate. Feelings, right? They're all over the place sometimes, you know? So come on, like we just have to realize that it would be unwise for people to structure their lives around someone's verbal um, commitment. I mean, that's great, right? But let's put a sealant around it. Let's put some protection around that, just like you do any other agreement that you're going to take serious as it being a part of your life. Like I said, job, right? Any business transaction, any business partnership, okay? You use paperwork to sanction and validate that agreement in that point in time so that if the other person ups and wants to just kind of leave you high and dry for whatever reason, they can't do that. You say, no, 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 you sign this. You can't just change on me, right? If you change, okay, well, then pay me or carry out what it is that you agreed to. And then we can part ways without me, feeling like I was just, duped, robbed, or just lied to, right? So, that's what it is, right? And, the marriage puts security around the situation too. It also lets your partner know how serious you are. Now, obviously, yes, does a marriage state that your your situation is going to be solid, like there's going to be just this forever long-term relationship? No, right? But a marriage does speak to someone's seriousness, about how serious they are with what they say. Okay, and it on some levels it holds you accountable, right? Knowing that you have presented yourself to the society that you live in, that hey, this is my partner, right? You're presenting that, you're putting that on paper, right? To the society, to loved ones, friends, etc. As opposed to just having this verbal commitment, you know, that can change at any given time. Okay, so just something to remember, right? We're addressing the question of why, what is the purpose of marriage versus just a verbal commitment. Hope that gave some insight. I'm going to be doing more episodes on marriage and relationships because I literally do believe it's a science to maintaining a successful, fulfilling long-term relationship. And I have a great deal of knowledge and understanding and results of that. All right. Thank you for tapping in. All right. I'll be back. The Insightful Living channel. All right. Please like, subscribe, share. All right. I love you. Take care. Peace.